Hey, good morning. I started my day out today a little different than what I anticipated. I had made a post on LinkedIn and I had posed a question, and it was sort of one of those open-ended, like more of a statement. Do you agree, disagree, and leave your thoughts about why. And when I woke up this morning, well, I had a lot of activity before I went to bed, and I kind of got off LinkedIn about 7-ish or so, where I was back on, but not really trying to respond. I was trying to kind of shut down for the night. And I got back on this morning, and I was like, wow, that thing blew up. And what happened was there was this amazing conversation going on with all these cool leaders and people that I really admire and respect on LinkedIn. And then there was that person. And that person was a connection of mine. We didn't get off to, I'll just say, maybe just not an ideal start, a little rocky, and it was unusual. And anyway, I wanted to give that person the benefit of the doubt, so I tagged them along with all these other people in the post. And so what happened was that person started trolling and was extremely, rude is a word that I would use, and was attacking me and challenging anything that I said, to my integrity, to my ethics, to my education. And so, I started deleting those posts because they're not adding value, they're detracting away. And here's the thing, the lesson out of that is it is so important to, the whole question was like, the statement that I made was, hiring is a leader's most important job. And whether you agree or disagree, that's what I wanted to hear, is what do you think? I wasn't asserting that it was. So this post sort of like confirmed it, because while I didn't hire this person to be part of this post, I did tag them. So in a way, maybe I took some ownership in hiring them. And what it revealed to me is that decision to bring that person into it was a poor one on my part. So it's not just me. That person has to take ownership for the way they behaved and the way they acted. But my point being is, we can't tolerate that stuff. So like I had to unfollow and block. And the cool thing was I had a couple of people step in and message me and just say, hey, haters are gonna do that. Don't let them destroy your week. Don't let them destroy your motivation and your energy. You keep going, just ignore them. And so that was really cool. So I really appreciate those of you that did that. I think what happened was this person emphasized my point, which is how one person brings in this toxic emotional negativity, and they erode something that's really good. Like they made it their mission to make it about them and to tear others down. Through that, the great lesson, and that why I'm making this video is to say how important it is to cut those people out, and even more so to use a value system when you're vetting these people out. I didn't do that in this post. Now, I've been in a lot of interviews and done a lot of work to help bring in people and recruit and hire and onboarding. I've got a lot of experience around those areas, and that was one of the things that we put right at the beginning. It's like, this is who we are, this is what we stand for, and this is what we don't tolerate. We love you when you do this, but this kind of stuff doesn't fly here. And if you do that, you won't succeed, and you might not even get in. So again, that's just the point here, is like, toxic people do more harm than good. If you want to refer to them as brilliant jerks, like they may have the pedigree, the education, the experience, the skills, but if their character sucks and they are going to erode it from within, there is little that they'll ever bring, and they're going to cause more damage, more disruption, and more, and cost more than any value that they'll ever bring. Which is kind of coming back to my point, is I spent the first couple hours of my day hammering out really cool replies and thoughts and thanking people for their contribution, but at the same time I also had to patrol and police and eliminate stuff. So again, something to think about. I appreciate your thoughts. If you have some thoughts and you want to leave them in the comments below, that's great. But again, it's just so important that we need to bring people in to our circles that deserve to be there, that have earned the spot. And when they violate our trust and our values, and not just yours, like the organizations or your team, they need to find, you know, I'm not saying they have to be terminated if they're already there, but they have to be coached through it. And if they continue this cycle where through coaching they improve, but then it goes back, and then through coaching they improve and it goes back, at some point you're gonna have to make that decision, like, do we keep doing this? Okay, do we keep putting this much effort into somebody, or do we replace them and bring somebody in who's truly engaged in what the mission is, and truly engaged in what we are, and contributing and building, and there's so much more value there.